And for our personality today, we'll be talking to a couple going through retirement and have decided to launch an easy jollof mix for our brothers and sisters in the diaspora to enjoy. It's called Easy and Tasty, and they are on the line with us talking about Dr. and Mrs. Cudjoes. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you both doing?
We are up early.
What time
We're
is
doing
it?
very well.
What time is it there?
Given the circumstances, but we're doing very well.
Yes.
Tell us a bit about Easy and Tasty first.
Easy and Tasty comes in 3 varieties. And we have the jasmine spicy, the jasmine mild, and the parboiled spicy.
Okay.
Our spicy is American spicy, so don't be scared of the word spicy. It's just a pinch of cayenne pepper.
It's not the Ghana spicy.
African spicy. You have to add habaneros or anything you like to it to make it pop. Okay. Otherwise, it's just a pinch of cayenne pepper. And it's a pre-mixed rice that has all the basic ingredients. There's no MSG in it.
Okay.
There's no artificial color.
Wow.
There's no preservative. It's all natural. Everything is produced here. And it's good for vegans and meat lovers.
Wow. So, Dr. Cudjoes, let me start with you because you have a lot of experience in the food space. How did you guys come up with the idea of a jollof mix?
Basically, I love jollof. The whole family loves jollof.
Who doesn't?
But it takes 2 hours to cook.
Yes.
And so I thought to myself, who has to spend 2 hours in the kitchen cooking ordinary jollof? And so I developed the formula and tried it. And my boss here says that I was burning her pot.
Too many pots were burnt in the process.
So finally, my background is agriculture, but I'm not a nutritionist. So we got what we call in the business a co-packer, a food scientist, a nutritionist, and then we tinkered with a formula, and voila, we got Easy and Tasty. That's how Easy and Tasty came in. But I have 3 goals. 1, to formulate it in such a way that it will be cheaper. 2, it will have a longer shelf life. And 3, it will be very nutritious and taste as authentic as jollof rice cooked from scratch. And given the remarks, I've been able to achieve all the 3 goals.
That's amazing. And we're going to talk about even getting into so many supermarkets in the US because that's a big, big achievement. But Mrs. Cudjoes, most people would think that at the stage that you're in, most people will be looking to build houses in Ghana, come back home and live the good life. But here you are embarking on a new baby that's easy and tasty. Tell us a bit about that.
That's interesting. I don't know how we are risk takers in the first place because a lot of people at our age will not even venture to pursue their dreams. But this has been in for a very long time. Pamela has been working on this for a very long time. We try, we fail, we try. Not that we fail, but we try. It doesn't work. The taste is not the right taste. We don't get the right scientists to work with because this is a foreign food to Americans,
Yeah.
But when we got the formula and everything, after working with the food scientists and the nutritionists and everything, we got the right formula and we got the right factory to produce for us. We had to go with it because it was too good. We couldn't give up. We really believed in the product and we had to go with it. And that's why we said, let's go. We tried. And with good health, I'm sure we can do it.
We have no doubt. We have no doubt that you can do it. And our viewers who are watching, if you have any questions for Dr. and Mrs. Cudjoes, we want to hear them. Use the hashtag BreakfastDaily. And the WhatsApp line is 0550-585-832. We are talking to them because we want to show that irrespective of your age, you can get up and start working on that dream that you've been thinking about. And I know a lot of us are looking at you and thinking it must have cost you $100,000 to start with. But I heard your seed money was just $3,000. Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, basically, what we needed was a capital to start. In other words, get ingredients, and then be able to put the word out
Test
there.
the market.
Test the market.
Yeah.
And so then we said, that, okay, we start with 3,000. 3,000 is a lot of money, but in the overall scheme of things, it is not that much. And our first run was very successful. We tested, we had a taste test in a lot of stores, especially African stores.
Okay.
Why African stores? Because Africans, especially West Africans, they are aware of jollof rice. They know the jollof rice. So then we did taste test there. And then around here, there's something called farmers market.
Yes.
It's a weekly event that is,
for communities.
People meet and then sell produce, fresh produce, manufactured produce. And so we went there. That's where we really introduced it to the Americans, and they loved it. So
how did they react to it? Because American rice, no offense to the Americans, has no flavor. It's very bland. And so, what were some of their reactions?
What I tell people about this product and what the effect it has had on. What I've realized is that it bridges cultural gaps. Just trying the jollof rice, we start talking about Africa.
Yeah.
Because they asked us, what is this called? What is it? Then we have to explain to them the history of jollof rice, how it migrated to Ghana from Senegambia. Then we have to talk about Gambia, Guinea. We have to talk about history. So there's so much to talk about with food. It's not only, you're not only eating food, but learning history as educational part of eating food. So, and that's what we really enjoyed about it, educating the American public about our culture and our food, American food. Now, and it's a new thing. It's because before, when we did this 5-6 years ago, people didn't know about jollof rice. On the market, especially Americans, except those who have traveled outside the US to Africa. And once in a while, we meet people who have traveled and say, oh, I was in Nigeria. Oh, yes, I know jollof rice. I was in Ghana. Oh, I know jollof rice. But we had to educate people and give them the tasting, which we did for a very long time. For the first 2 years, we were almost giving away taste.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, that's how you have to let people
So your first 2 years, you were not even thinking about profits. You were not looking at the money, just introducing people to this new meal that we enjoy in Ghana.
Yes. Yeah, but, and we tell people that if you make money your focus in business, I don't think you can achieve it. That you have to do buy and sell. You can't start something from scratch.
Yeah.
You just have to just go the other way. Just buy and make your profit and go. But if you really want to build something for the future, it takes a long time. It takes a long time. I don't know. We're enjoying the process as we're going along. That's what gets us going.
Now I'm curious about your background, because this business acumen that you have to tell us where it's coming from. Please share your experiences.
It's a natural thing, I think. I think it's a natural thing, because my husband said you can have the best product. Mama always says that you can have the best product if you don't market it well, it will still be in your warehouse. Because so many people have come out with products and they didn't come that far.
Where do you get your energy from? Because I understand by now all your kids are adults, they've left the house. This is the time for you to be living your best lives, and you've embarked on this very, adventurous journey, but also very difficult.
Well, the energy is from the fact that, you put up a product that is very successful.
And we believe in it.
We believe in
that product.
Yes. So
excitement.
That's where we get our excitement.
Yeah.
I mean, we can enjoy so much, but our goal, at least when we started it, is to do something that will outlast us,
Yes.
outlive us and our grandkids and our great grandkids, so that someday a little kid will say that, oh, my great grandfather, my great grandmother, developed this product, and that's to me that's what gives us the energy and then the excitement.
Because we see a lot of generational businesses in America.
Yes.
A lot of generational businesses. They'll tell you, oh, was done by I'm the third generation in the business. And that business has been thriving. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
For third generation. And they will tell you the history, how it started, very small. And they start and then they grow. And we need to have that idea. We have to have that concept in our culture. But we don't do something just for ourselves now. We have to do it thinking of the future. How it's going to look at Uncle Ben's. Uncle Ben's is still on the shelves.
Yeah, Auntie Jemima and all those other
even though they are everything is
But it's think of it this way. Every major company in the world, not only in the US, but around the world, started very, very small. It's just like having a baby. I'm yet to see, nobody has shown me a baby that walk out of the womb. Okay? And so that means you have to nurture it and then see it grow. And it is what you put in it that will make it either success or failure. And that has been the concept. And I think at least we are on the path to that.
So, Dr. Cudjoe, we've just dealt with a pandemic. You guys experienced it worse in the US than we did in Ghana. A lot of people are reflecting on their lives, thinking about pivoting to try different things. For our viewers watching of all ages who may want to start a new venture, especially in the food space, what would you want to share with them? Because as you are sharing the process with us, bringing on nutritionists, bringing on all these people to do the due diligence, it looks like you put a lot of thought and effort into even just the ideation stage. So if you can share a bit of that with us, we'd really appreciate it.
Yeah, well, pandemic is just an unfortunate thing, and we don't have control over it. Even the scientists, the best doctors don't have control over it. And this is what in business, a risk that you take in business, things that you don't have control over it. What you have control over is how do you, react to whatever risk that you face, whatever circumstances. And so when pandemic happened at the start of it, when we stopped all the tasting, and then we thought to ourselves, what do we have to do to still have achieve our goal of making sure that Americans would know about jollof rice. Our goal, ultimate goal, is to have jollof rice, a package of jollof rice in every pantry. And so the key thing is that we doubled our efforts and then reached out, not by going there personally, but with calls, with telephone calls, what else? Online. Yes.
How do you? I think are we on the right path?
Yes. No, don't worry.
I thought you were asking how to the young ones who are coming up with ideas.
Yes. You answered that. So let him finish his. Then I'll let you inspire the young ones.
Yeah. Well, for the young ones, you have to be patient, and you cannot. There's no such thing as get rich quick business.
Thank you. Say that again.
There's no such thing as get rich quick business. No business will make you rich from when you start. And the young ones have a tendency to think that, I'm going to go into this business and tomorrow I'll build a mansion. I mean, if you build a mansion, if you want to build a mansion, maybe you should go and see a magician. Seriously, because a business, and anybody who tells you that I started this business and today I'm earning, $500,000, but, then I I have to really look at you and ask myself, what kind of business are you in? So the whole idea is that once you have a concept, an idea, just nurture it, slowly, ask for advice. Nobody knows it all. There's no such thing as I have all the ideas. And I'll tell you, based on my experience, with the degrees that I have, and I don't know it all. Okay,
Yeah.
and so I have to go and ask. When I don't know it, I ask people who have better experience than me.
And you have a lot of experience, by the way.
And I have a lot of experience. I have 35 years in the teaching.
Yeah.
Teaching. I'm talking about teaching business. Okay, and then I spent 5 years in the PhD program.
And you've worked with the FDA as well, right?
Yes. Well, no, what this business has taught me makes my PhD program like Ghanaians will say authentic, No, seriously. And I've learned so much. And out of that, and I think that and I'll be able to. And one of my goals is really
put something down,
and that just so that people will get it, especially the young.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
So I meant to say the USDA. Let me just correct that. But Mrs. Cudjoes, I love your coffee mug, by the way. P for Penelope. How important is it?
Do you see the jollof rice?
Let me see.
See our product.
I love it.
This is our jollof rice.
I love it. You got to send us some in Ghana. Actually, one of our viewers sent a message. They said that you have to bring it for us to taste it in Ghana to be able to approve it for a fact. So come and get our approval in Ghana.
But we are in the process of rebranding. So you're going to see another bag very, very soon. We're going to do it in 1 pound bags.
So when we talk about
make it cheaper.
Nice. When we talk about packaged items, I'll come back to you on the advice of enjoying the journey and not just fixating on the destination, but the whole process of even tasting, the process of engaging customers to the point where you make your first sale. How important is it for us to enjoy that journey? Because sometimes we compare ourselves to other people, especially now with social media. Someone else is in your space, they've raised 2 million cedis, they've raised 500,000 cedis, and you want to rush and succeed overnight. But how important is it to really enjoy every step of the journey?
That's very important. Very, very important. Before the COVID, we were meeting with a lot of vendors because a lot of we have meetings, or sometimes we meet in the store, grocery stores, where we have our products to do tasting and other things, and we talk amongst ourselves. We are not in competition with ourselves. We all know it's not easy to start a business and grow your business. But you see, you don't have to be in your lane, like what I tell people. Just take your time, do what you think is right for you. Because when you try to copy somebody, you can't. You cannot copy, because at the end, when the person changes the way he's doing it, you cannot go change immediately with the person. You just have to do what you can do and be in your lane. Know where you're going with your business plan. You must have your business plan and know where you're going with your business plan. That's very important.
And then I might add that don't be afraid of competition.
Okay.
One of the questions that we get most often is that, aren't you afraid that somebody is going to copy you? And I said, well, if had there not been any competition, then everybody will be driving one Ford car, and that Ford car will be back. Okay, competition makes the world make the world better. And for me, I'm not afraid of competition at all. And another thing is that whatever that you're doing, don't be afraid of feedback. Here, feedback is very, very important. Now, yes, give me a feedback. If I give you my jollof rice and I want your opinion, don't think that you're going to please me by saying nice things, even though in your heart, you think it's not nice. Because, a negative, comment is as equally important as the positive comments. And so for the young people who want to go into business, feedback is very, very important. In the classroom, when I was in the classroom, every call that I taught, students, give me a feedback on it. And here, students are not afraid to tell the professor that I didn't like this, sort of. And I tell them, just give me the feedback, whatever, in whatever form, because a negative feedback will make me improve my teaching. The same way, a negative feedback will make me find out why are you giving me that negative feedback, and then make me improve on my product. And by improving on my product, I will achieve my ultimate goal of making whatever money that I want to make. Of course, as a businessman, I want to make money. But money is not the end of everything. Okay, you have to really have a good product, and then a good service, for your product, and then the praises will come.
So, Mr. Cudjoe, a lot of the times, I personally don't eat packaged food because of, in my mind, I'm thinking if it's packaged, there are chemicals in there, it's not healthy, it's not whole. But one thing that fascinated me was the fact that your ingredients are all natural, there are no chemicals. Tell us how important that was for you, especially with the people you're targeting to consume your product.
Well, for one, ingredients, I wanted to use natural ingredients. For instance, tomato. Okay? And if you take a can of a tin tomato, just to read the ingredients, every tin tomato that you use has sugar in it.
Wow.
Every one of them. And so then that would impact for somebody who's diabetic, that will impact on this person. Health was one of the foundation key to developing the formula. In the same way with sodium. Okay. And so what I did was that I looked at, I said that how can I get all the ingredients in a natural format? Now, don't get me wrong, there's sugar in every plant, but it's natural sugar. Every plant that you see, out there has sugar in it. But then what is bad for a lot of packaged food is that they also add what? Added sugar. MSG. An MSG and all that. And so then, and so, and this was some of the things that I thought about. Is how do I come up with a formula that will use, whatever, if it is sugar in its natural form. So the fresh tomato that you buy in the market has sugar in it, but it's in its natural form. On the other hand, the tin tomato that you buy to make your jollof rice, at home from scratch, has about 13 grams of sugar, added sugar. But the 13 grams of sugar means 13 teaspoonful of sugar.
Wow.
People don't understand it. Yes. And so I thought about all this. That's why we developed the formula without any added sugar. So all the pepper that we use has its own natural sugar. The ginger, the onions, and all that. Okay, so basically that's that. And health was the health factor was a major concern, for me.
The average
to ask you, yes, go ahead.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
So the average American is very, very particular about ingredients. When we go to the stores, when we put your product on the shelf in the stores, you think the people in the store are in the library. They read everything that you have written behind the bag, okay? They look at the ingredients. If they cannot pronounce any ingredients and they Google it, they can't see, they'll just say, forget it. I'm not buying this. Can you imagine? When we go to stores to do demos.
And speaking of stores, you are in so many stores, and I have to congratulate you on that because I know it's very difficult to get into one Whole Foods. So it says a lot about the quality of your product. But I have to ask you this question because you're a couple. How has this helped your relationship as far as this renewed love and passion for the baby that you're nurturing?
Well,
A lot of people say, I can't work with my wife. No, I can't work with my wife.
no, I have confidence in myself to believe that my wife will take me in whatever shape or form.
Well, let's see if she
So,
agrees with that.
yes. So, but what I did was that I know her capabilities. Okay? So I came up with a formula, and then set up the company. And I told her, I want you to be the CEO and the president.
Aww.
Okay, I will be the vice president for technical. I call myself technical operations, and I love that title.
Wow.
Be the vice president. And then somebody said, "Why is she a CEO?" And I said, "Well, because she is better than me in marketing." Okay, the fact that she's a woman is immaterial, in my opinion. Okay, we are a couple, and there's nothing.
Our sense of humor has really helped us.
And there's nothing that we can do because let's suppose, God forbid, that said that she said, I don't want you anymore. Okay, I mean, for everything that I have, she gets one half. Before I can even open my mouth, the court will just divide it into two and then give her one half. For everything that she has, I also get one half. And she has no control over it. So why should I have to even fight with her? And I said, for the good of the company, you be the CEO and then direct. And it's the best decision I've ever made.
What's it think? He thinks I talk too much, maybe.
Wow. So to the CEO and president.
Sense of humor.
I love it.
That is what keeps us going. We have where I have my office downstairs, okay? He has his office upstairs. And then he comes in, I say, I'm going to lock the door. You have to knock and say, I want to see Madam. You just look at me and go up.
Oh, so what's next for the two of you? Because I can already see this being an international brand. You guys really taking Ghana to the world, and of course we are going to take part of that glory and say they came from Ghana. But tell us where we can also follow you on social media, because we all have to make this brand a success.
Oh, thank you very much. That's very nice. We are on Instagram and Facebook, and Instagram, Facebook is
Easy and tasty. I followed you already.
And then the letter N, tasty jollof rice. Yes, that's jollof. Easy and tasty jollof. EASYN, tasty jollof.
Okay.
That's a handle. And then the what's it called? Our website is www.amacfoods.com. People buy on our website, and people can also buy on Amazon. We have been on Amazon for about 3 years, and we are trying to drive traffic to our website.
Thank you so much. And speaking of your website, I hope there will be videos on how to make jollof and all those things for the foreigners, so we can all come on the website and learn fun videos. I would love to see Penelope doing those videos. And of course, the vice president will take the
on my stage, yes.
It's all in the work. Yes. And we mentioned briefly that we are rebranding.
Yes.
Now we still have the easy and tasty jollof rice, but what is coming out? We're coming up with 1 pound bags, so that it would again with the our goal of coming up with the cheaper
same great product,
nice
packaging.
Okay.
Yeah, same great product.
Thank you, Dr. and Mrs. Cudjoes, for allowing us wake you up so early in the morning. It's been a pleasure having you here, and come back to Ghana soon so that we can enjoy some of your easy and tasty jollof.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Appreciate this very much. Okay.
Bye.
And thank you at home for staying. We're now going to enjoy some more great music from the Afro-Danish band.